We're now on King Street, turning in by the test centre, which is a left turn from this direction. We check our centre and left mirror, and it's a first gear slow turn into this road, because you never know what's in the road, and it's always, from my experience, parked cars as you turn in. So we've got a van here to treat two events: one, turn into the road, and then secondly, when it's safe, go around the obstruction and then turning back in towards the test centre when it's safe too. Coming to the end of Cliff Road, we have another stop sign. Today's drive, we're going to be turning right at the end of it, which is a bit more awkward because you can see the bend just at the end of the road. So we'll check our centre and right mirror, give a right signal, and do our best to be straight and facing the barriers of the school ahead of us. That way, that gives you the best view to the right and left. Now the view is very open at the end of this road, but we have got and seen the stop sign and the stop floor marking. So again, stop, count to 2 when you've got your view, then move away. That way the examiner knows you've seen that stop sign. They won't accept if you see it safe and keep going and you're still slightly moving. Heading over Duke Street Bridge, we're going to be turning left up ahead, taking the next road. And it said next road on the left and not at the traffic lights turn left, because the left turn is not controlled by the traffic lights. So as you come around to the left, you can see that there's a nice 2 giveaway signs and giveaway markings. Give a good look to the right to make sure it's safe before you proceed, like you would do any roundabout or any end of road. Got a person still walking across the road, so I'll give them plenty of time to leave. But we've now turned on Belvedere Road, taking the next road on the right, Britannia Road. It's a very small turn into the road, made worse by parked cars. So I'm going to give way to this silver car so I can get a chance to look better into the road before I turn in. I'd rather do that than turn in and find out that there's something blocking my lane, because the cars coming towards me would have to use some of the lane I'm in now to get past the parked cars. So I recommend this road no more than 15 miles an hour, and it is a 2-way road. So traffic can come towards us at any moment. As you come around the bend here, still following ahead, you can see there's parking on either side of the road, so that would make it even more narrow, and it is still a 2-way road. We're leading on to Valkyrie Road, which is a sharp left bend. I'd go a little bit slower, and in my car, probably around 6-7 miles an hour in gear 1 to come around the corner again to spot the parked cars on either side of the road, and if I need to give way before heading through the space. I'd rather be prepared to give way and then move forward than come around the corner and suddenly have to brake and stop. Plan to stop, be ready to go. So I'm on Valkyrie Road. I'm going to take the next road onto the right, which I can already see early is a 1-way street. So because of this, I can turn as early into that road. We're not cutting the corner into Burns Avenue because it's a 1-way. But again, there's parking spaces on either side of the road, so make sure you can see in enough to know if you're aiming for the middle of the lane as you go in, or if you can keep more to the right as you enter. So this is Burns Avenue, a 1-way street. At the end of the road, we're going to turn to the right, but we have clear floor markings to tell us to use the right hand lane if we're making that turn. What is tricky at this road is parked cars to the right of us as we emerge. Sometimes the view is awful, and it might be better to stop a little bit early at the end of the road to see along the pavement, then get to the end and see that there's a car blocking our view. We're now on Seaview Road, heading towards Liscard Village, which is itself a 1-way system. So, bit of a tricky junction work now. We're at Limekiln Lane. We're going to be turning left out of Limekiln and then right at the roundabout third exit. So as you approach, take your time, because as we turn out, you want to go immediately, when it's safe to, into the right hand lane. So make sure both lanes are clear before you make that action. And check your centre and right mirror. Give a right indicator if you're your next action. This is a very awkward shaped roundabout which takes quite a bit of leaning when you're getting towards your exit. So as you go onto the roundabout, exit number 1's immediately to your left. There's a long way before exit number 2. So that gives us a chance to start to look in our mirror and start to drift early after that exit with a left indicator towards the left corner and a clear wave sign on the left. You really have to show that lean off. If you feel you can't give that lean off, then come off in the right hand lane when it's safe to.